Hi guys, Joss Allen from GAK.co.uk here with another GAK Vision video for you. Today we're going to be looking at something really cool. I'm a massive fan of this guitar player and his band, so let's check it out. So today we're going to be looking at the PRS Mark Holcomb SE signature guitar. Now this thing is absolutely incredible for the money that you can pick these up for. So let's run through the specifications of this guitar. So bodywood, we have mahogany, so we've got a nice light piece of mahogany for this guitar. We've got this unbelievably gorgeous quilt maple top in the Holcomb burst, which is, I believe, is like you can't actually get this on any run of guitars. It's like, you know, signature to his models. We've got signature Seymour Duncan Alpha and Omegas, Mark Holcomb's signature guitar pickups. It's a hardtail, we've got a volume and we've got a tone, and then we have a three-way selector switch. The tone is also a coil tapping system as well. So let's move on to the neck. We have a 5-piece maple neck with an ebony fretboard, which is bound. So we've got a bound ebony fretboard with the PRS bird logos running up the fretboard there. One of my favorite touches to it is that on the back of the neck here, it is a satin finish. So it's not sticky whatsoever. So sort of longevity of playing. So if you're playing those long sets that Periphery do, then you're going to be, you know, sliding all over the place and not getting sticky on a lack of finish. Two of the cool things, features about this guitar is that it's a 25.5 scale length. So it's a longer scale length than the standard sort of PRS guitar, which I believe accommodates for the down tuning of this guitar, because the guitar actually come out of the box in drop C. Which is also a nice little touch. And then one of the main things, as soon as I grabbed this, is that it has a 20-inch radius. So this thing is flat. It is a very flat board from the nut all the way up here. It is an incredibly flat fretboard. So the cool thing is that the American model that they released as well, the limited edition American model, also came with the satin neck, the 25.5-inch scale length, the 20-inch radius, the Seymour Duncans, the hardtail. So you're getting a lot of attributes that you would find on the American model on this more affordable SE model. So less of me blabbering on about this absolutely awesome guitar. Let's see what it sounds like. So I've got a few pedals running into this. So let's talk about the amp first. I'm running into an Engel Powerball 2. I have a clean setting and an overdrive setting set. For the clean channel, I have a Dispatch Master by Earthquaker Devices, which I'm using just the reverb for. And then I've got a carbon copy analog delay. They're both running in the effects loop. Now for the overdrive tone, the rhythm tone, sorry, I'm just going to be using the standard overdrive channel on the Engel, and for a bit of lead work, I have a spark booster by TC Electronic in the front end, just pushing it a little bit harder just for the lead work side of things. So let's start off with the clean channel and see what this PRS Mark Holcomb model sounds like. So the really cool thing about the guitar is that Periphery themselves use a lot of clean patches and a lot of incredibly crushing heavy tone patches. So the pickups across the board, whether it be Misha Mansour's bare knuckle signature pickups, or whether it be Jake's Titan Damasio pickups, or whether it be Mark's Seymour, Duncan, Alpha and Omega pickups, they all need to be able to do both of the styles really, really well. So as you could hear running into that clean patch, even with the sound drenched in effects, the guitar sounds incredibly bell-like, very, very clear sounding guitar, which is a really, really nice touch. So that kind of only solidifies my sort of what I said about them being incredibly diverse guitars. They need to be, and they really, really are. So that's running through some clean patches that we have on the Engel. Now let's crank it up a bit, use the overdrive sounds, and see what sort of chunky rhythm tones we can achieve. So I try to use some really big voiced chords like just to really show you how articulate the guitar still is, even when you're, really, really pushing the overdrive stage and giving it that super brutal metal sound. But all the notes are still clear. And that is what I really, really think makes a perfect metal style sort of pickup. all the strings, all the notes are clear. You can hear every note that's being played. But then when you really get down to the brutal stuff, it's all really, really punchy and really chunky. So I think this guitar is a very, very good guitar for that style of thing. So that was some really sort of, you know, trying to cover the board in terms of what this guitar can cover in clean and overdrive. So let's try it out with some lead. Let me engage the spark booster and the carbon copy and see how well it does then. So this is the reason why I think that the guys in Periphery are one of the main reasons why the metal genre is evolving far more than it has been for a little while. These three guitar players, not only do they push the boundaries of what, you know, the music you listen to can sound like, but their instruments, the knowledge of what they have really does turn over onto their guitars. Yes, they play sort of digital preamp systems and amplifiers like that, but this just shows me that this guitar can talk to whether it be a digital preamp system, or whether it be this Engel, or whether it be a Mesa Boogie, or whether it be, you know, a Marshall JVM, that I know for a fact that if I plug this guitar in, or any of the three guitars from those guys, it's going to sound really good. They're really, really, really fantastic guitars, and I can't say enough about this model. So this is the PRS Mark Holcomb signature guitar, SE model. It is now in stock, so please come to the store and give it a go. You will not be disappointed. It is truly amazing. I hope you enjoyed the demo. I've been Joss. Thank you very much.